All right, hello everybody. This is John Beatty with another moneyfortraveling.com interview. And on this call, I have a personal hero of mine, and I'm very, very excited to be on this call with him. I've got his book right next to me right now, and the edges are tattered. There's probably more underlining in it than nearly any other book I have. Rolf. And he's a travel writer. He's been reporting for more than 50 countries. He's written for National Geographic, Traveler, the New York Times Magazine, Slate.com, Outside Magazine, list of others. He's taken trips to over 6 continents, tons and tons of adventures, and I'm sure we'll talk about them on this interview. Probably most known for the book. It's called Vagabonding, Uncommon Guide to the Art of Long-Term World Travel. And been translated into several foreign languages, 11 different printings. And instead of me talking about it, I'd like to get right into it with Rolf. So, Rolf, thanks so much for being on the call with me today.
Yeah, happy to be talking to you, John.
I appreciate it a lot. I'm stoked to have you here. Anything that you want to say about yourself so that the people listening can get to know you that's not in your official bio?
Well, one thing that comes up a lot is that I didn't have a passport till I was 25, that really nothing in my background predisposed me to travel. I think since I'm a professional travel writer, people kind of romanticize that and assume that I had some sort of Indiana Jones background. But I'm just this normal guy who was sort of a late bloomer who made things happen. So I'd like to remind people that what I do sounds romantic and romanticized, but vagabonding is something that anybody can do. It's just a matter of shifting your life and making it happen. So,
you're probably best known for the book Vagabonding, so I think we should start talking about that. And then we'll talk about travel writing, and then we'll talk about your latest book, Marco Polo Didn't Go There. But I love that you started with that attitude and that anybody can do it kind of outlook on things. That's really cool. But let's dive in right off the bat. What exactly to you is vagabonding?
Well, vagabonding is taking an extended period of your life off for travel. It's more than a vacation, it's more than an escape, but it's an endeavor to really immerse yourself in travel and really make dream trips happen, to make those kind of world travels that you thought you might do when you retire, make those happen now. And it's different for different people. Be it 6 weeks or 6 months or 6 years or 2 years, or it just sort of, it's a personal thing, but it's about taking the time to travel in earnest. And it's also an attitude of slowing down, letting things happen. And the core philosophy of vagabonding is really about how time is your truest form of wealth, how we're all born equally rich in time. And once you start to see time as your wealth, then you can start to spend time in such a way that it enhances your life and ensures that you're living in a way that's extraordinary and close to your dreams.
I love that you mentioned that, because so many travelers, so many people in the world think that they need to get a ton of money and they need to work towards their money. But really what that actually gives you is just the freedom to do what you want, and essentially that gives you time. And so if you can skip that whole work process in order to get time, and you just go for it and you give yourself the freedom of time, you've essentially made yourself into what most millionaires or rich people are shooting for in the first place.
Yeah, it takes a lot less than $1 million to live like a millionaire, I guess. There's a lot of, I know a lot of guys who might otherwise be classified as bums or who have a very modest income, who are off surfing in Indonesia and climbing Mount Kilimanjaro and just having these quietly amazing experiences, while the kind of people who we assume are wealthy are in their offices getting ulcers and being stressed out. So I think it's important to understand that balance, to know the difference between when work is enriching your life and when it's just sort of making your life more stressful and sort of serving itself. I've always believed that work should serve your life, and